How's it going, guys? Back with another episode of the Brothers in the Box. I'm Ilyas here with Ishan. And Ishan, yesterday? Yesterday
Um,
was disastrous.
it was horrible. Like honestly, they put up a fight.
And for those of you who aren't familiar with what we're talking about, we're talking about the Jays. The problem is unfortunately, our team never wins.
No, I know. It's just like we talked about this yesterday. Like you go back, look at the last 3 years. The Oilers have lost twice in a row, and then the Blue Jays lost. Blue
I've
Jays.
never seen my Detroit Lions win.
Yeah,
I just want to see a team that I support, other than the Raptors, obviously. But like, I want to say that I wasn't like a true fan of the Raptors at the time.
Yeah, we definitely hopped on
I
the
definitely hopped on the
bandwagon.
bandwagon.
And when I did go to a Raptors game, I wore the opposing team's
Yeah,
jersey.
Ishan decided to wear a Dennis Rodman jersey.
It's a fire
Oh,
jersey
it's
though.
beautiful.
It's a
It is
very
a
nice
beautiful
jersey.
jersey. And then we got interviewed after,
Yeah.
which is pretty dope. But I just,
Yeah, it's just
I'm still in shock, for that magical season to end the way that it did.
yeah, like getting to the top of their division, right, or conference or whatever,
Their division, yeah, their division.
division, and then making a run that was so beautiful, like
It's just a magical, like, I want to say Cinderella run, but not even, because they were good.
yeah, like they beat
And
the Yankees.
they weren't just good in the playoffs. They were good, period. And
Yeah,
they didn't just get they didn't make it to the World Series and just go down like everybody thought they would to the Dodgers right away. It was very even. I truly still believe that the Blue Jays played a better series.
no, I don't disagree because you think about it this way, right? Is majority of the games that the Dodgers won were closer than the ones that the Blue Jays won.
I think
Like,
all the games that the Dodgers won were one score games other than game 2.
yeah, which is crazy.
It is.
Um,
But who really screwed it up?
Yeah, I didn't really want to talk about this. I was talking to my friends the other yesterday about the game, and we were talking about like, oh, someone definitely jinxed it, and I was not going to bring this up because of the amount of hate that I was going to get, but we have to.
The person who jinxed it was Jack Michaels, the Oilers Sportsnet broadcaster. We love Jack Michaels.
No, I honestly like he's
Honestly,
an
my
amazing
favorite,
commentator.
my favorite commentator.
Yeah, like not many commentators in the league put the amount of passion that he does. Like the people that I compare him to is like like the Charlotte's commentator.
The Charlotte Hornets,
The Hornets commentator, like he puts that same amount of passion into his like
you can really feel the
announcing.
emotion that he gives when he's announcing. And I wish maybe we'll make a reel out of this and put some clips of him going crazy in the booth
Yeah,
if we can find any. But he's had some really crazy calls throughout his career.
he has.
McDavid undressing the whole Rangers team.
Yeah, and he's just literally just shouting into the mic.
He is.
It's
He
weird.
is. He is. But it's like purposeful shouting. You
It
know what I
is.
mean?
It is, and it has that meaning behind it
It
as well.
does. It does.
It gives you those chills.
It does. And there's something so special. But unfortunately, yesterday he came in and he cursed the game because he prematurely said that the Blue Jays had won.
Yeah, I think Roger Center was like going crazy. It was
Rogers Place.
Rogers Place.
Yeah, Rogers Place. Yeah.
It was like there's a bunch of
Because
cheers in the
I believe it was when Isaiah Kinner Falefa was I kid you not, like half a second, maybe even less than half a second to winning the World
And
Series.
honestly, like the performance by Will Smith in those last couple innings, like I understand Yamamoto got the MVP.
No, Will Smith was clutch.
No, but like you think about it this way. Not only did he take his foot off the base and then put it back on right before he touched the base,
Yeah.
he also hit the game winning
in the ninth inning.
He also hit the game winning homer.
He did hit the game winning. It just sucks. I feel for Vladdy.
Yeah, and Bichette, honestly.
But at the same time, I don't, because they've signed $500 million contract. But it's really tough. I see the same type of thing that you saw in McDavid the first year he got to the final, and then it didn't go his way, and then the second year, and it's just
Obviously, I feel like this was a little bit different because, like, like from the beginning of that first final with McDavid, there was no life. They were just getting destroyed over and over and over again until they woke up in Game 4. But the Blue Jays have been awake the whole series. They've been awake the whole playoffs. They've been cooking.
I feel like there was a couple of errors that they made in last night's game with the base running.
Yeah, in that first inning, especially.
In the first inning, yeah, with George Springer. It just really is quite unfortunate.
But honestly, some amazing catches. Like you saw Varsho make those good catches.
Really crazy
Barger,
catches, yeah.
Eddie as well made a really
Really
impressive
nice catch, yeah.
So like really good defense overall. They just
It just
who
did.
would have thought?
It's just the little bit of luck that they needed did not go their way in last night's game.
Who would have thought Rojas would homer to tie up the game?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Like,
He wasn't even in the lineup for more than half the series. He was only in the lineup for game 6, 7.
You think about it this way, like literally we were talking about it. We were like, okay, if he gets a base hit here, like do they walk Shohei? What's gonna happen?
And then he homers.
And then bro just like flies it out of the park. Like what?
It's just you can't make this stuff up.
It's like
you honestly can't.
It's the thing about baseball, it's so unexpected. Some unexpected things can happen, Like I did not expect Bichette to have a 3-1 homer.
I did not know. I think though, what this does do for Toronto baseball or Toronto Blue Jays baseball is it brings in a new influx of fans.
No, definitely.
Who hopped on the bandwagon.
And
well, like now we were just talking about it just right before we started recording, and Ishan was telling me like, I think I'm gonna watch baseball next year.
Yeah, because like for me, like, it was like before I started watching this year, I didn't realize how fun it would be. Like the atmosphere and everything. Like I always thought it was similar to how I felt about golf a couple years ago. Like I'd just gotten into it. I found it kind of boring to watch.
I feel like you have to change your mindset on how you watch these different types of sports. You can't watch hockey the same as you watch soccer.
Yeah, you have to go into it with a new mindset, like a very open mind.
You can't watch football the way you watch baseball. Baseball's a very social sport. It's just like in the background, you're kind of listening to it. Obviously, it's different during playoffs.
Yeah,
where you're kind of glued to every pitch. But during the regular season, it's just it's in the background. Oh, he put into play. Or
you can just like, oh, nice, good job, like that. We love that
because there's so many games, 162 games, that's 163 games.
That's
I think
crazy.
But I think if we're gonna rank the top 4 sports playoffs,
yeah,
I would go NHL.
Oh no, definitely
MLB, NFL, NBA.
Yeah, you know what? I would honestly agree with that. I feel like the NBA Finals has kind of gone down over the last couple of years. Not that like it's still very interesting.
They just don't produce the same level of excitement that the other big 4 sports produce. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I feel like in baseball and in hockey, there's more of a shot that the underdog wins compared to basketball and football.
Yeah,
you don't see as many blowouts. You know what I mean?
In hockey sometimes. In hockey
sometimes, sure. I mean, a sweep is always inevitable.
Yeah.
In certain sports, and depending on how the playoffs are done, obviously football, there's never a sweep, but it's very unlikely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like, honestly, it's very interesting because like what I like about football especially is there's so much hype around one singular game. Like that game is literally do or die. Like obviously, like it's like game 7 without having those other games.
Exactly. But like, I enjoy that about. I think the regular season, if you're gonna rank it, it would be NFL first.
Yeah, I mean, because there's
no other like fan base, and there's just like importance around every single game that they play.
Because like you realistically, every single game matters.
Every game matters.
Obviously, in NHL, every game matters, but like
not to the same extent.
Yeah,
you can go out here and drop a game to Florida or drop a game to Dallas, and then come back and beat the Blackhawks.
Yeah, like
or the Penguins. Like
if you're consistently losing, then it's a problem.
Yeah,
but
it's not crazy that you're dropping a game here or there.
No, it's not. Yeah, well,
on other news though, the Oilers haven't lost in November. In November, and that's beautiful because we need to put the October Oilers in our past.
We do,
and the October Oilers are. Thank God we survived another year.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, this was one of our best. I think this was our best
October
in the last
few years. It's not. That's not crazy to say. And you know what? I mean,
yeah. Well, you look at our upcoming schedule and everything, and the Oilers Knobloch especially needs to dial back on McDavid and Draisaitl a little bit, just because they have a heavy schedule in November.
5-4-3 though in October,
which is not horrible.
It's not good, but like we were saying, it's probably the best that they've started.
Yeah,
the last few years. Hyman was supposed to be back yesterday.
Yeah,
his timeline got pushed. Now considered week to week.
He says he's almost ready to come back. Like he feels good. But obviously, like
I don't mind erring on the side of caution
No, no,
and giving him a little bit more time than maybe Oilers fans want to give him in coming back, because I would rather have him completely healthy.
no, same. Like I feel like once he's back, I want him playing with McDavid consistently. Like
And on the power play.
I don't want him. I don't want him like being like 50%, 80%. I don't want him back at that 100% cardboard box mentality.
Yeah, 100%. He needs to be a flat cardboard box,
Yeah,
not a wrinkled cardboard box.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
We need the Hyman bubble back.
There will need to be a trade made in order to clear up some cap space.
Yeah, I think Janmark's gonna go.
I think Janmark's lost his place in the team. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
No, because like okay, obviously he's injured right now, and you can't really play him.
Had some good times with the janitor though.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, you know.
You feel that Cinderella 2024 Cup run team kind of disintegrating a little bit. You know, no more Connor Brown. Connor Brown and Matthias Janmark were so good.
Yeah, and I mean, like, big up to Connor Brown. He's been cooking on New Jersey. He's had a couple goals.
The most fraudulent team in the whole league.
He had a shorthanded goal against the Oilers, like, of course he would. Which we talked about a couple episodes ago.
They scored, I think, while we were filming the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. Insane stuff. Can't make it up. New Jersey is the most fraudulent team in the league. I'll keep saying this.
They are absolutely not. They're
the most fraudulent. What are they now? 9-3.
Either 9-3, something like that. I don't think they're playing today. They won yesterday. 9-3.
9-3. Most fraudulent 9-3 team maybe ever.
That's crazy.
Maybe ever.
That's crazy.
I don't think it is.
Well, I mean, we've taken a look. We've taken a look at this. They beat the Kings. They lost to the Sharks.
They lost to the Sharks. They let in 5 goals.
Okay, but we go back to this.
The San Jose Sharks, who don't have anybody except Celebrini.
No. Let's go look at this game, because that's just not true. Their depth was amazing. Nedeljkovic was amazing. Celebrini only had 1 assist in that game,
and yet he's sporting a 7-game point streak, which he's going to continue, and also has 18 points. So
yeah, I mean he is cooking.
You let in 8 goals to the Avalanche. They almost even came back that game. They were losing 4-0. They tied it up, I think, right? Or it was 4-3 maybe?
I think they were losing 5-0 actually. Wait, let me go back. They were the biggest lead was 5 at one point. So
I mean, props to them for coming back, but you got to finish the job.
I think it was 5-0, and then
it must have been 5-0.
Something like that,
yeah, or 6-1, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They just scored back to back that game.
Yeah, it was 5-0, 5-3. Yeah, so they almost came back. It was a 5-4 for the Avs, and then 6-4, 7-4, 8-4. Yeah,
they let Victor Olofsson have a hat trick.
Yeah, he had a 5-point night, which is crazy.
Detroit
just lost
to Minnesota Vikings,
and somehow JJ McCarthy had a better game than Jared Goff. Actually, maybe not. No, he definitely did. He had a touchdown. JJ McCarthy's not bad.
No, he's not. He's not good.
He's not bad. Other news, talking about other people that have absolutely blown up in the league right now. Who would have thought the old man of Yevgeny Malkin would have cooked this year?
You know what? Props to all of the Penguins fans out there who are chugging this man along. You know, Crosby's been pretty good as well this season. Not to say that he wouldn't have been, but
yeah, I'm just surprised. Like, they're sitting, if I remember correctly, they're sitting,
I think, first in the Metro.
Second because of the Devils.
Second in the Metro. I mean, the Metro is not a hard division.
Yeah, you know,
probably the most boring division. And imagine the Penguins sneak in.
I'm surprised my pick isn't looking so great for the President's Trophy so far. They're only, 7-4 isn't bad. Carolina.
Yeah, they need to turn on. I think that starts with Ehlers.
Yeah, Ehlers has been horrible.
I think he looked good. It's just the point production hasn't been there.
I think he just hasn't messed with the team enough yet. Like, you think about what line he's on right now. I believe he's playing with Aho and Seth Jarvis, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yes.
He's playing on that left wing side.
And maybe he just needs a little bit more time, to gel and to kind of build that chemistry.
I think, hopefully he'll eventually get it going somehow, because I do have him on my fantasy team, and he's put up horrible numbers, but I don't want to drop him yet.
Yeah, I think I don't know, because I think now Carolina is really regretting that Nature's trade.
Yeah. No,
You know,
I don't. Yeah,
because they got a rental in Rantanen, and then he made it apparent that he didn't want to sign. And now, if you look at what Colorado did,
I really like that trade for them,
to
honestly.
be honest, I like Nature's more than Rantanen at this moment.
Yeah, because like you think about it right now, Nature's is putting up what 17 points, 9 goals, 8 assists, 20 minutes time on ice.
21 minutes.
21 minutes time on ice. Rantanen's putting up 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points. Same 21 minutes time on ice. And Nature's is making less. His next contract is a little bit less.
His next contract, yeah, he's making less right now, obviously.
Yeah,
But his next contract will kick in next year, and it's just like this guy's making McDavid money, which is funny because McDavid signed that. But no, this guy's making McDavid money, and he's gonna cook up, and Nate won't let him be any worse than what he is right now. I don't think.
no.
And he's younger. He's a little bit faster on the wing. His skating's a little bit better than Rantanen's. Maybe his shot isn't as great.
But I mean, he's been scoring goals.
He works really well with McKinnon.
And like it's not even that. McKinnon and him are cooking together as well.
And
But
they're
also, like-
gelling really well in the power play.
Yeah, like I was looking at his last 2 games. Obviously, he's scored in the last 2 games, and like the goal that he did score was like it wasn't even from McKinnon. It was, I believe, it was from Makar and Taves. So like even Makar and him are cooking. So like you think about it that way,
The
chemistry's there. Yeah. So like I don't like obviously Carolina got a lot out of the trade because of how much they took from. I think Dallas was.
They got a lot for Rantanen.
Yeah. Like Stankoven, very, very solid second line player.
Yeah.
Could develop into a first line player eventually. They got
The 2026 first.
Yeah. Two third rounders.
And then 2028 conditional pick
for first. I think that was a first rounder as well.
So I think the loser here is Carolina.
I think it is because they lost Natchez.
But they also, did you know that they were going to offer sheet Evan Bouchard?
Carolina was.
Had Edmonton not finished the deal with him in the time that they did.
Wow.
Imagine how stacked that defense would have been.
That would have been horrible for the Oilers.
It would have been absolutely horrible because Evan Bouchard is the best defenseman on the team.
No, I just think getting no value out of him would have been better because obviously I want to trade him.
He scored last night's overtime winner.
Well, just for the record, it took him 2 times. He had a wide open net the first time, and he stuffed it into his pad.
It was a beautiful save by Spencer Knight.
Finish the goal, bro.
He did. He did finish the goal.
That opportunity usually only comes once, and he got lucky enough to get gifted another opportunity.
He got it twice.
I said I'll put it on the.
It was so nice. He had to do it twice.
No, I'll stand by this point. And I love the fact that we're talking about this and that you brought this up because last week we talked about Bouchard and Nurse and their, progression and everything and how they've been doing. How's that looking for Nurse right now and Bouchard? Because
Nurse is still garbage.
If I remember correctly, Nurse had a 2-goal game.
One of the goals was extremely lucky, and people, if you were there to see that goal, it should not have been credited to Nurse. It should honestly be an own goal on Igor Shesterkin.
Yeah, I mean a little bit, but also
I honestly think they should add own goals to the NHL. You know how they have in soccer, they have own goals.
Yeah, but it's still credited to a player, no?
No,
it's just not credited.
It's just an own goal.
Wow. Okay, but
because I don't think the player deserves the credit if they didn't actually score. You know what I mean?
I would agree with you
because it touches your stick last.
No, I would agree with you, but he did shoot it into the goal. Like he didn't shoot it.
He shot it at Shesterkin.
It went onto his pad. But the only thing that I would argue against that is the fact that he immediately skated to the bench and told Knobloch challenge it. It crossed the line.
Yeah, because I think he saw
he knew it went in. So I think that's good enough IQ to deserve the goal there.
To deserve the goal.
I like he's not even playing bad. Like he didn't spare away
What's
from
plus minus?
It's better than Bouchard's. It's -2.
Oh my god.
You want to look at Bouchard's plus minus? Let's take a look, shall we?
I don't think it's that bad.
He had -3 in the same game that Nurse scored 2 goals. He has a -8.
And it will be +8 come 2 weeks from now.
No, that's a bold statement.
Because
2 weeks from now, so that's
Knobloch already actually maybe not +8, but he's gonna be plus.
You think he's gonna be plus?
He's gonna be plus in 2 weeks.
+8 was a huge. That's
It's a little bit.
16.
Maybe it's a little bit too
With his amount of giveaways.
You gotta chill out.
He's 12th in the league for giveaways.
He is, and maybe he'll get to 1, but he's still gonna be a good defenseman.
I mean, it's not horrible. There's defensemen that are above him that have that many much more giveaways than him, like Rowensky, Dahlin, Eric Carlson. Ekholm has more giveaways. Morgan Riley,
Marty Natchez, the guy we just talked
Natchez
about.
is not a defenseman.
But
Jack Hughes is number 1.
I'm just saying, you look at Marty Natchez has 29 giveaways. How many does Bouchard have?
Oh yeah, how many Bouchard giveaways have led to goals?
I don't think that's a quantifiable.
Isn't that convenience?
I don't think we can talk about that. But Bouchard has been producing offensively now.
Yeah, like a little bit. Yeah, in that
production has ramped up.
That New York game I hated him. It was horrible.
It was a rough outing for him. It was a rough outing.
He had a -3. And they scored 4 goals. 4 goals against us. And he was on for 3 of them. And he was on for none of the Oilers' goals.
I feel like that's also just,
aside from maybe the power play goal.
Yeah, I feel like that's just a product of being on at the right time and being not on.
Okay, but you're being put in that, yes, especially the overtime goal. You're being put in.
Has to make a save, bro.
I understand.
Skinner has to make a save.
I understand that, but literally the first goal of the game, it's a giveaway from Bouchard. It is a bad giveaway. It is a bad giveaway, and I agree that the JT Miller, he should have pressed up on JT Miller. Yeah, and
but also if you look at the other parts of the team, you also have Draisaitl, who's supposed to be covering the other center, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Who is up in the play and not down low covering JT, and then you also have Skinner, who can make a save.
Yeah, I think
you got it. Like, I get that Bouchard is part of the problem, but I don't think you can blame Bouchard fully. Like, I don't think he is the problem.
No, I don't think you can blame him fully. You can definitely blame him a little bit. But, yeah, I understand Skinner needs to make that save. He didn't play. He actually played pretty decent against the Blackhawks.
But it's the Blackhawks.
Again, it is the Blackhawks. Yeah, he had a 9-3. His last couple games.
Above a 9.
Yeah.
It's the first time this season.
Currently, which is a little bit surprising, honestly.
At a 9?
He's at a 9 with 1 shutout. 2.5 goals against.
I think there's a fraudulent shutout.
Who did he shut out?
The New York Rangers.
In the very beginning.
Who hadn't scored a goal at home?
30 for 30. Well, I mean, like, you look at his stats, like, it's just not consistent, though. Like,
he's never
8-3, 8-9, 8-6.
He's never going to be consistent.
Shutout, 8-7, 8-7. This was a good game, 9, 8-7, 8. Okay, so it's just consistently 8-7s.
He's never going to be consistent.
And then he has a 9.
That's the one thing he'll be consistent at, is not being consistent.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gents, that is all the time we have today. We hope you check out at Brothers in the Box on Instagram. Go watch some Sunday hockey, some Sunday football, and we will see you guys next week.